Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. Today, I have a very special guest with me today. She's a nail artist and salon owner. Please welcome Michelle Penny. Hello, Michelle, and welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're most welcome. So, I want to go ahead and ask by, starting off, where are you from and how'd you get started in the nail industry?
So I was born in Brooklyn, right here. I'm a
Mm,
Brooklynite, but my parents, one is from Jamaica, the other one was from Grenada,
mm,
and I got started in the industry in high school, my junior year, in Kansas City, Missouri. So
mm.
I was in a vocational school out there, and that's how I got introduced to nails.
Cool, cool. That's really, really cool. Like I kind of got started like kind of that same way, but more so like near the end of middle school into high school. So yeah, that's how I got into like nail art and things like that. But I also want to ask, like, in terms of your nail salon, like how'd you get started with your nail salon?
So I really it was part of my 10-year plan from high school. Like
Mm,
my senior year, we did like a 10-year plan, and I really honestly just stuck to it subconsciously.
right.
Um because it was something I really did want to do.
Mm,
And I just followed the timeline, honestly. Subconsciously, again, I just followed the timeline, and I just felt this urgency to just open up a salon
right.
while I was renting a booth in another salon, and I just had the
Mm,
urgency just to do it, not realizing that it was following that 10-year timeline. So
mm,
I just put myself out there. I just jumped on it. I had a little bit of money saved, and I
right.
just. Mhm.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. But I also want to ask too, like, who would you consider to be like your mentors, in the nail industry, possibly, or people that you've looked up to in terms of nail artists?
Well, Poochie's Nails is one of my, my mentors. Like I look up to her. I do. I took a class with her before. I took a mentorship um program with her before. I really look up to her as a Black woman in the industry that
Mm,
is trailblazing and isn't and thinks about money, how she can make it in her sleep, and how she can have generational wealth. And
mm,
that's why I look up to her, because she's always thinking about things like me. I'm always thinking about ways to increase my brand and hopefully get generational wealth in the future. um, and aside from her, I really just work at my own pace. I feel like,
mhm.
I inspire myself because I don't watch what other people are doing. I just really just follow my own pace and know what's best for me at the moment.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, like Poochie's nails, like she's like, the top like in the nail industry. She's like a full-on entrepreneur, has her own nail products. Yeah, she's a huge inspiration to Black women, especially owning, a nail salon and owning a nail business in general.
Yeah, like what she does is very serious work. So I
Mhm,
really respect her and idolize what she does in this industry 100%.
yeah, absolutely. Now, what got you interested in terms of like nail? How could you describe like your nail art style? Would you consider it as abstract? Like how you would describe your nail style?
I just go off of vibes, but just colorful vibes. Colorful vibes. I don't know if you've noticed, but I love color.
Hmm.
Um, but I just believe in like speaking life into nails, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Sometimes, a person is sitting in front of you and they want you to just put black on their nails, and you just want to know, why do you want black on your nails today? They say, I'm going through something. And I'll tell them, no, I'm not putting black on your nails today. I'm going to make your nails vibrant. I'm going to give you something uplifting. And my
Hmm.
style is just uplifting. It's supposed to reflect, sorry, it's supposed to reflect yes, who you are, but also it's a sense of expression. And honestly, I
Hmm.
just dump everything that's on my mind onto people's nails.
Right.
So if it's complex today, you're getting something complex. If it's calm, you'll get something like my shirt, where it's just not defined lines, but it's still colorful, and it's going with the flow. So
Right.
my style is, I don't know if it's abstract. I don't know. I just think my style is just colorful, and
Hmm.
I think it's just colorful and fun.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. That's the same with my artwork. I love like making stuff like colorful, fun, vibrant, and especially those type of colors like, bring you joy into, into the world in general. So, like with dark colors, it can be like a melancholy type of tone. So you do need those that upliftment, especially what's going on now.
Exactly. And I don't mind. Like if you want a dark color, I'll put it in there, but I'm throwing a pop of pink somewhere and I'm throwing it in there. So yeah, that's my style. I think it's just life.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now, is that how you came up with the name Pink Penny? Is your favorite color pink? Like, how did you come up with the name Pink Penny?
So it's everybody think it's something complex. Yes, my favorite color is pink. My last name is Penny, and I live in Brooklyn, BK. That's it.
Mhm.
I'm a Brooklynite. It's my favorite borough.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Now, how can you describe like the nail scene, like where you live in Brooklyn? Is it big or is it like kind of small? Like, how could you describe it?
The nail scene in Brooklyn. Um,
Oh, you went off.
oops, sorry.
You're back on.
Prior to the pandemic, I feel like it was Brooklyn was a space where it was just very little far nail techs were far and few. But
Hmm.
now, because of the pandemic has pushed so many people to become entrepreneurs and just try to find a trade, and it really gave
Hmm.
us time to really think about what we need to do
Right.
for ourselves. It gave a lot of people time to really concentrate on something. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of nail techs right now. The industry is not oversaturated though. It's just like you find your person who speaks to you the most, the best, and
Hmm.
that's just what the industry is in Brooklyn right now. It's just okay. Are they near to me? Do I have to go all the way across town? How neat is their work? Are they affordable? Um,
Hmm.
that's what the industry is right now in Brooklyn. Like
Hmm.
every tech can do something different, and you just
Yeah.
find who suits you best. That's it.
Yeah, right. Most definitely. Now, what's your perspective in terms of like nail education in the beauty industry?
Oh, it's most definitely needed. You is very important in the industry because you have to stay abreast with what's happening right now. The nail industry changes so often, it's not
Yeah,
even
it's all going cycle.
um yeah, it's I mean, you could change fads because everything is a fad. It's just quick. You could change
Mhm.
fads within a year at least 12 times.
Right.
At least I feel it's something new every month. I feel,
Hmm.
and there are times where there aren't new things, but um, you still have to educate yourself on what it is and try to. If you can't master it, we'll try to understand it, understand the science behind it. So,
Hmm.
is that's why you just have to constantly educate yourself. Aside from just nail art, because I'm a nail art fiend. um, you have to educate yourself on the business aspect of things. You
Right.
have to educate yourself on policies. You have to educate yourself on pricing. You have to educate yourself on so many different things in this industry that you just can't stay still and say, I know what I'm doing. No, you never know what you're doing. You always have to learn. So
Mhm.
that's why education is so important while being in this industry. Even in cosmetology, it's the same thing. Like you have to
Mhm.
be in the know.
Yeah, right, exactly. I definitely agree. As a licensed cosmetologist, especially within like, how you learn like, the whole ins and outs of the industry or beauty industry in general, like they still don't teach you everything you need to know in terms of being prepared for the industry, like how to, in terms of finances, in terms of, insurance, how to apply for insurance and things like that, how to keep yourself covered, especially while owning a nail salon. They don't teach you those things.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I think the nail industry should be a bit more in depth, especially the state board aspect of it should be more in depth about that. So that way you're more prepared to take on the industry.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know why the state board is not a little more tedious, but
Hmm.
what it is. So it needs to be
Yeah,
more. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But I like with nail education now because a lot of people, especially nail techs and business owners, are coming up with their own classes of how to own a business and keeping up with like trends and brand new products. So that's the thing with that. So that's what I find very, very amazing about that.
I'm actually gonna do a class in September. I'm gonna do three. So it's funny you say that. Yeah, I'm actually doing a few classes. So yeah, I feel like I have something I can offer. So why not share it?
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Now, in terms of the class, what classes are you offering in September?
Well, it's three different classes. I decided that I feel like you can't just like mush everything into one course, even if it's from
Mhm.
10 a.m. to 8 p.m. You just need to be able to cater to the different kind of levels that people are in. So the
Right.
first class is a beginner's course, just to like help people with like natural nails. If you're just a natural nail person and you don't want to even touch extensions and enhancements, I'm offering that first, so you can learn how to do a gel manicure, learn how to polish,
Right.
learn how to shape a natural nail.
Mhm.
No, just learn what a cuticle nipper is for real. I mean, you should know, but I'll help you
Mhm.
reiterate if you can't. The second course is a intermediate. I'm sorry, that was the first one was intermediate. The second one is an advanced course, and that
Mhm.
one is teaching application, prepping of enhancements, acrylic and gel. Um,
Mhm.
that's what's out there right now. There's polygel and hard gel and acrylic. So I'm
Mhm.
offering that in the advanced course. How to shape, because a lot of people do not understand how to shape, the
Mhm.
science behind it, the motions behind it. So I'm offering that next.
Mhm.
Um, and then the last one is a master course, which is, of course, is my favorite, the nail art.
Yeah.
uh, Knowing how to color coordinate, um,
Mhm.
complimenting someone with color.
Mhm.
So that will be the master course because I feel like it's very intense and nail art is so broad. I
Mhm.
don't think there's enough time in the world to really talk about nail art and really go over it, but that's the third one that I'm offering.
Mhm.
So all three will be in September, starting September 11th.
All right, that's really, really cool. Now, in terms of like with having your own salon, what do you look for in terms of like finding people, like other nail techs and things like that within your salon?
Well, let me just say this. Um, my salon is more like intimate,
Mhm.
private. So I'm not into like having so many people in my space.
Mhm.
It's very intimate. So I don't really reach out to get texts. And if anyone wants to be a part of my team, I'm so grateful for anyone who even wants to be part of my team, that I'll scout them, see if they fit the culture that we offer in the salon,
Mhm.
because customer service is number one. And
Right.
two, you want to offer a great service. And I don't mind mentoring anyone because no one is perfect. I'm still learning. I've been in the
Right.
industry for 11 years and I'm still learning. So it's gonna be a task. And I don't look for anyone because I don't want anyone to feel like I'm pushing up on them. You know what I
Right.
mean? So anyone who's in my team right now, they understand that we are all about growth,
Mhm.
learning every day, understanding the customers that are coming in,
Right.
um, learning who they are as a
Mhm.
person, knowing what you can and can't put on them in terms of nail art, knowing what they
Mhm.
do on a daily basis, saying, just in case, like, let's say we have a nurse, we know they work with their hands a lot, they're washing their hands, so certain things you can't put on them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's the vibe that I have in the salon. It's
Mhm.
just a learning place and always room for improvement no matter what.
Mhm.
Hope I
Yeah.
answered your question because I kind of went off on a rant.
Yeah, but it definitely answers the question because there's so many things that go into understanding clients because every client is different. And me personally, I worked in a spa during my last year of college. So you get to have that understand working with different clients, understanding different nail beds, nail shapes, and because not everybody wants the same thing.
And everything isn't for everyone,
Right.
everyone. So, you might want coffin shape, but you want them super short. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'll work for you today.
Yeah,
let's,
right.
let's look into something else.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know a way to respectfully let them know or decline that what they're requesting of you at the moment for the
Yeah,
betterment
exactly.
of the overall situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what is your perspective also in terms of pricing those services? Like, how does one go about, especially a salon owner, going about pricing those services?
I'm so happy you asked that question because I still struggle with that to this day. To this day,
Mhm.
struggle with that because I just find like knowing your self worth is a big part of it.
Right.
Is a big part of it. Um, Aside from knowing your self worth, I think the what's so important is how educated are you? How
Mm.
not even how long you've been doing this, because you can be doing this for a long time,
Right.
but you're not really knowledgeable of everything that's going on or going into your work. You
Right.
understand? The time that you're taking. For me, to apply a full set, I take
Mhm.
45 minutes to apply and then 15 to polish if it's just
Right.
one color. So, I'm getting you in and out. So this to me is elite service. Like, you're in and out and it's exceptional. Are you
Right.
giving exceptional work? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Is it intricate? Is it not? Like, there's so
Right.
many different ways to create your price list, and it's really in your heart. You have to start with in your heart, in your brain, understanding like,
Right.
okay, I've put in a lot of work into this. This is exceptional. I know what I know what I put into it. Um, this is the product that you're using.
Right.
That's a big part of it. So when you do you have overhead? You know, or are you renting a booth? Or you do have overhead? Are you in your home? I don't know. There's so many different things. And I feel like depending on those situations, on those elements that you're dealing with, then you should
Right.
create a price list for yourself. And I also tell people, if you're learning, please don't start with the expert price because you're learning.
Right.
You start from somewhere before you jump out the
Mhm.
window. You want to build your clientele. If you have a clientele,
Mhm.
your prices should be a certain place. But if you're building, don't
Right.
make it too expensive because you want people
Mhm.
to come in and you're
Right.
learning you're learning on these people. So don't start too crazy. I hope I
Mhm.
answered your question again because I'm just like there's so many aspects in pricing. It's hard
Yeah.
to. It's really really hard to just give you a straight up answer.
Yeah, yeah, it's totally understandable because like it is pricing is hard, because there's so many things you take into account. Not just the nail art in itself or the enhancements, it's a lot of different things, especially your environment, your area, that you're in and things like that of just how you price.
That too. Yep. And
So
the other one is the market around you.
right.
Um, Other nail techs in your if you're in a neighborhood, like in your neighborhood, what are they charging? You know,
Mhm.
um, look at their work. Compare. Well, I don't like to tell people to compare, but because you know
Mhm.
what you're doing, but see what work is being offered around you. See the
Mhm.
pricing that they're going with,
Right.
and try to be in that circle. If that makes
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if it's
absolutely.
higher, if it's a little lower because you're competing, go a little lower. But if you know you're doing elite stuff, hit it up higher.
Yeah, right, exactly. But like how you say, you don't want to charge too high, you don't want to charge too low. It's going back to understand your worth and your value, especially in what you do. But I also want to get into the nail art aspect. Do you charge by the hour or do you just charge like, nail art per finger? How do you charge like, in terms of nail art, possibly?
I struggle with that.
It's okay.
um, it's not per hour. I'll just tell you, it's not by the hour. Um, I don't know. I feel like it's not by the hour. It's
Mm,
definitely by the hour. I feel like it depends on what I just did. Like, there was a Basquiat set that I did,
mm.
and I was like, this, I have to charge for this.
Right.
I have to charge for this. And then it depends on like how intricate the work is.
Mm,
If it took me 5 minutes, you know, it'll be on the low end, but I don't charge by the hour. I just go with the vibe. I'm such a
right.
vibe person. If my neck hurt and I have to squeeze my booty cheeks a little too hard to get this design done, I am charging you.
Right.
Okay, I'm charging you because this was some work.
Yeah, exactly.
This was some work today. If I had to pull out the pixie dust, the chrome, 15 colors off this wall, child, I'm charging. I got like seven different brushes in my hand right now. I'm charging you. I'm sorry. So, like I said, it is off the vibe.
Right.
But like just to start, and I digress. I would start with per finger. Stones
Okay.
are definitely more per finger. Or I really like to go by the pair.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the crystal work, that's always more expensive because you have to get inventory to get that to put this in on your
Right.
nails. But really, when it comes to nail art, I feel like I'm still not even charging enough, honestly, me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really a vibe thing. It's such a vibe thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, most definitely. But the
Yeah.
note you're wearing now is like pretty dope. I like your nails that you have.
Oh, well,
Yeah, yeah, I love those.
hands. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's really amazing. Yeah, it's
Thank
really,
you.
really cool. But I also want to get into in terms of also like, do you work with solely like acrylic or do you work with gel? Like where like the products you usually work with in terms of enhancements?
Everything. I work with when I started out, I started off with acrylic. When I found hard gel, fell in love with hard gel, never
Mm,
left. Um, it's my heart. I love hard gel is my baby. You can't get
mm,
me off of it. I recently went into not recently. It's been like 4 years maybe. I've went
mm,
into polygel. Um, I love polygel as well, but hard gel is where it's at for me. So I do
mm,
touch those three, and appraise it. The appraise sets,
mm.
I do them, but I have a love hate relationship with these things. So
Oh,
yeah, love hate relationship with the appraise sets. But yeah, that's what I
mm.
do. Those are the
I wanted to
extensions
go
that
ahead
I
and
work
ask,
with.
like, what's like the love hate relationship in terms of a pre gel?
Okay, so um it's one of those things where everything isn't for everyone again,
Mm,
you know? Um, and I really enjoy like forming something on someone's nail.
right.
I enjoy that,
Mm,
So that's why I say it's a love hate because I love it because you don't have to work as hard. You pop
right.
them on there. It's easy. And it also, it gives customers another option as well. If they didn't want to
Right.
go to a salon, it gives them an option. It's healthy.
Right.
That's why I like it. But I just really enjoy forming something on someone's nails
Mm,
sometimes, especially if they have a situation going on their nails. If
mm,
their nails are extremely wide, I don't think is the best option for them per se.
mm,
But that's just me. So
mm.
that's why I say that.
Yeah, right, exactly. And in terms of like with just marketing like your business, what are some ways that, people can market their nail salon or business or private studio?
Well, um, Instagram is free for the most part, so
Hmm.
that's one. TikTok, I'm not on TikTok, but I heard TikTok. Um, a lot of people do get a lot of recommendations off of TikTok.
Right.
Um, I recently, within the last year, have been on Google.
Hmm.
So I've been using Google to use it as a platform to really promote my business, really, and the reviews are good references for newcomers. So that's why I like Google. And you have your pictures, you have the review. It's pretty honest, and those are pretty much what I mean. Facebook, but who uses Facebook
Right.
like that anymore?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so yeah. I have a Facebook page, but I'm never on it. So yeah,
Hmm.
I think
Yeah, yeah.
that's great ways to market. Back in the day, you had to go on the street, hit the street with your
Right.
nail board. And I used to do that, and it really worked. That's how I gained a lot of clientele. And, I put myself out there. But marketing yourself is really putting yourself out there, no matter
Right.
what work that you're doing. And sometimes when you put yourself out there and you reflect and you look at the work, you say, I could have did this better. Let me try this again. you know
Right.
Instead of keeping it to yourself, you putting yourself out there, you're showing what you can do, you're marketing, you're consistent with your colors, your videos and your pictures.
Hmm.
I feel like these are great ways. I mean, marketing is a whole nother beast in itself, because you have to really know what you're doing, you have to know your target market. So
Right.
that in itself is a beast. That also comes with the education as well. You have to educate yourself in how to market yourself so you can do it the correct
Right.
way and attract the people that
Mhm.
you want to have come into your space.
Mhm. Yeah, right, exactly, most definitely, I can agree with that. Now in terms of Black-owned business, how important is it to support Black-owned businesses, especially in the nail industry?
It's a it's important. It's
Right.
important. It's important because you want to keep the money within the community.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? One hand helps the other. Um, that's just really it. Other
Mhm.
communities do it all the time. They
Right.
keep money within their community. We need to do the
Mhm.
same. That's period.
Mhm. Yeah, right, exactly, because especially times that we're in now, it's more critical than ever to support each other and our businesses and, like how you said, keep the money circulating around our community so that way, we help, build each other up, into making a bigger side or becoming millionaires.
Exactly. I mean, um, sometimes we are discouraged within ourselves as the people. Like, we discourage
Right.
ourselves, but when we do things the right way, we can get really far.
Right.
And um, it shouldn't be hard for someone to support you if you're doing things correctly.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
There's going to be learning gaps, but you have to do things the right way for someone to support you, and that's just it.
mhm. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing,
Sorry.
absolutely. I definitely agree with that 100%, but I also wanna get into from how you first got into the nail industry to now, what is your take in terms of the evolution of the nail industry? In terms of the products, in terms of just, like, what's coming out, the trends and stuff like that. What's your whole take on that?
My take on the evolution of the industry itself and the products. I think it made our job easier.
Right.
The evolution of it made our job easier. You know, when I started out there, I don't think gel was really a thing yet. It was already like we
Mhm.
used a lot of regular polish.
Mhm.
When I found out about this gel polish, and I could work with it and let it dry instantly, that was the game changer. Okay, that was that
Right.
was one of the best things. I feel like gel polish is the best thing that they created, because you're done with your work and you go. That's it. So I feel like the evolution,
Mhm.
it makes our job easier. It helps the client move around faster. And I feel like also it broadened, because there's so many different varieties
Mhm.
of people. So
Right.
it's really adjusting to different people. And you know, who loves long nails, they would love certain things, and who loves short nails would love something else. And it's just broader, and it's more accepted. And I love that part, that nail art is more accepted now than it was before, because it was
Right.
something that was frowned upon and ghetto, and it's not.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because definitely bouncing on what you said, like, because Black women rock nail art, the bling and the long nails with the strokes and stuff like that. That was seen, like how you said, is ghetto, but now everybody wants the bling and some of the other stuff that we rock. So, and especially the trends, especially the ones that we created are coming back. The long curvature nails and the crazy designs, and it's absolutely crazy also with the products too. Like, it's came such a long way. I remember we had like the crackle polish, like,
Oh,
the line art nail polish, and you
oh,
know
yeah, they came back with the line art nail polish. I was like, y'all came back with
yeah.
this. I get it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But it's cool to see, like, products and trends are recycling in itself, and especially fashion, is embracing nail art a bit more too. So nail artists are collaborating with fashion designers to do like cool nail art for the runway shows. So that's really really amazing about that as well. Exciting to see.
I'm waiting for somebody to call me one day. But yeah, you said that crackle. Oh my goodness, the crackle. I feel like it's gonna come out with the on the gel one day. Like
Right.
they're gonna find a way to put crackle gel.
Hmm.
I'm gonna fall to the floor, but I think, but yeah, everything is recycling, and I just love what's happening and what people are creating,
Hmm.
and innovating. It's just it's so amazing to see
Hmm.
how beautiful nail art can be and
Right.
is.
Hmm.
It's a never ending thing. You think that you're
Right.
repeating something, but it's not the same.
Right. Right.
The same. It's not the
Hmm.
same. It's not the same at all. At all.
Yeah, right, most definitely. Now, in terms of the economy, I know we kind of touched on this a little bit earlier in the interview, but
Hmm.
in terms of the economy, especially what's going on, considering what's going on, how do you feel like the economy has impacted nail art, especially such as yourself as a business owner?
Um, this economy has. This is. I can't even find words for it right this second. It's taken a hit. Like, the industry is taking a hit because of the economy. I'm
Hmm.
gonna be honest, but women find a way to get their nails done.
Right.
People find a way. I can't say women. People find a way to get their nails done because of how it makes them feel, no matter what's going on.
Right.
I need to get my nails done. Like, this is the thought. I need to get my nails done because I just spent $110 on gas for 5 gallons, and I
Wow.
need to feel good about it. I'm just saying, like,
Right.
right, like, I just want to feel better about spending all this money, so I'm gonna spend some more money to, it makes me as a business owner feel good that people are still willing to put themselves first,
Right.
because you do have to put yourself first, your mental state, your
Hmm.
your self-care first, because
Hmm.
everything else is going left, right, and center. It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah. All over the place.
windmill. The economy is a windmill, and everything. is going up. Yes, we have to charge more. It sucks. It's
Yeah.
even hurting me to charge more, but the price is going up on everything. So we have no choice but to just follow along with what's
Mm,
happening. So
yeah.
that's my take on that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Gas prices going up, food prices going up. It's absolutely crazy.
A bag of grapes is $10.
That is crazy. That is nuts.
I don't. I really put it back down. I was like, "There's no way that this bag of grapes is $10.
Yeah, yeah,
Can't
like
be real."
fruit is like, if you get a papaya or like maybe like exotic fruit is like $6, $7, $8 for one, thing of fruit.
I don't get it.
It's crazy.
I don't get it. How am I supposed to be sustained? But I'm just grateful that the nail industry is still living while this is
Right.
happening.
Hmm.
So I don't know where the money's coming from, but coming
Yeah,
from
yeah. Yeah, I'm glad it's still like, the nail industry is still alive and going and things like that. But I also want to get into like the fun part because, I want to get into nail products. So what would you consider to be like your favorite like all-time nail products for nail art?
wow. Wow, you just stunned me. My all-time favorite product for nail art. It changes. It depends on what I'm doing. Really. You know what? Okay, so I'll just say um the D&D nail polish brand
Hmm.
is my new favorite brand.
Hmm.
Um and what's the other brand? Nail Reserve. I don't know if you know it, but they used to be called Nail Addict. It's called Nail Reserve.
Hmm.
It's a vegan polish brand.
Right.
Those two are that is what I use to create nail art. I use these two I use gel polish to really create my nail art. You have your daily charm chromes and I mean chromes from anywhere, really.
Hmm.
I don't know. To create my lines, I kind of just mix up a pot of
Hmm.
my black or my white or whatever, and I'm create. It stays with me until the end of it. But I don't have a favorite like nail art brand. I just have my favorite polish brand to help me create the art. You understand?
Hmm.
So to answer your question, Nail Reserve and D&D is my favorite polish brand to create the nail art.
Cool.
Because I'm going if one thing I'm going to do is dibble and dabble to see what works for what I'm doing at the moment.
Right.
Right. So I'm not really married to nail art products.
Hmm. Yeah, right, exactly. But what would you consider to be like your favorite like nail shape to wear?
Oh, almond all day. What's it? There it is. Almond all day. I used to do square, and when I went to almond, that was it. I'm not going anywhere else. I love it so much.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
The almond
amazing.
shape
I
looks
love
really
this
good on
shape.
you.
So almond. Almond is my thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. That's that's really, really cool. How would you define success in your perspective?
I think it's internal. Success is
Hmm.
internal. It doesn't matter what you have, how if you have salons, if you have one salon, too many, like three salons, 10. If you're making $10 to $1 million, it's really within yourself because if you find
Right.
that you worked hard for that $10 today, that is success. If
Hmm.
you accomplished a design that you tried this design 10 times and you finally got it right today, that is success. If you got that client that you've been trying to get for like weeks or months or years and you finally got them in your chair, because sometimes we do yearn to get certain people in our chair. When you get that person in your chair, that could be success to you. It's really
Right.
within where you
Mhm.
feel like your end goal in your heart was supposed to be. At the moment, it could be long term or short term.
Right.
Success change. So for me, it's like internal. Do I feel like I'm successful right now? No,
Mm.
I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable because there's so much, I feel that same way too, because there's so much you could accomplish. You don't feel you're at the top of the mountain yet.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, but definitely I think it's simple. Also too, success could be, being, living a sustainable life, from what you do as well. It doesn't have to be like a six-figure salary or making millions of dollars. Cause when some people think of success, it's about like making a whole bunch of money, but it's defined, in different ways.
Exactly. Exactly. And I feel like for me right now, creating something for I only have one child, so creating something for him to really stand up on firmly
Right.
is my main goal. So
Mhm.
when I feel like I have created something for him to stand up on when he gets older, I feel
Mhm.
like I'll be successful. As of right now, I'm not successful.
Mhm.
Because I'm still building. I'm still at the
Right.
foundation of things. I feel like
Mhm.
I didn't build the building yet. I'm still at the foundation. And a lot of people would say, Michelle, you're crazy because you've been building your foundation for a long time. And I'm just letting them know I'm still building. It's still not there
Right.
yet. It's not there yet. Every day I'm putting a new brick on that. I'm putting a new brick on the wall. Every day.
Mhm.
I show up and I'm putting a new brick on this wall. I'm not done yet.
Yeah, right, exactly. I can totally agree with that wholeheartedly. But last but not least, where could people find your social media and how can people support you, your work, and your business?
Well, on Instagram, I'm Pink Penny BK. Also, same thing on Facebook, Pink Penny BK. You go Google me, Pink Penny BK. Everything, it's just that simple. Pink Penny, pink as in the color, penny like the coin, BK for Brooklyn. You type it in anywhere and you will find me.
All right, cool, cool. Well, thank you so much, Michelle, for jumping onto the show. Your work is absolutely great. I love what you stand for. I love that you're colorful.
Thank you.
It's absolutely really, really cool. Thank you so much. I had a fun time.
Thank you, Asia. Thank you so much for having me.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms and visit my website, ASIATHABIRD.com, and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care and stay beautiful.